Before we do that, I have to acknowledge, and I want to just say Happy Fat Tuesday to everybody out there. It is Fat Tuesday today, and there's punch keys all over the office here at ASK. I may or may not. I think I had one.
You had 3.
I may have had more than one. You know, who knows? I'm not exactly counting, but it is Fat Tuesday, so Happy Fat Tuesday to everybody. And we're going to talk about this important issue because it is critical that business owners understand what happens when Microsoft gets to end of support and end of life on a product. And I think it's misunderstood by a lot of business people, and it's not pushed enough by IT experts. So my hope today is to kind of clarify this, make it clear why this is important and what you as a business owner need to do about it. So let me get into it. First of all, Microsoft has announced that in 2020, in February, they will no longer support Windows 7, which is an operating system for the workstation, or Windows 2008 R2, which is an operating system for the server. And what that means is when they get to end of life, they're no longer going to be providing patches, and that includes security patches, hot fixes for bugs and other issues that crop up, any kind of support at all for issues that arise on these systems. Of all those issues, the one that is of most concern and the one that really has to be considered by all business owners is the inability to get security patches. Because the world that we live in today is a world full of bad guys who are out there looking for vulnerabilities. And as soon as Microsoft is unable to provide security patches on an operating system, that system becomes a prime target of attack. So in February of next year, anybody running Windows 7 systems or Server 2008 R2 is just really a sitting duck. The whole world of ne'er-do-wells on the internet are out there looking for a way to get in and to exploit those systems, and they will find ways very quickly. And we've seen this in the past with other operating systems that have become end of life and continued to run. What makes Windows 7 and Windows Server 2008 R2 so particularly troublesome is that they are so common. Windows 7 is the most widely used operating system in the world on workstations. It's everywhere. You have it in your business, I'm sure. Almost all businesses do, unless you've already upgraded. 2008 R2 for the server is very, very, very common, and it's everywhere today. So we have a very short window of time to do something about this. The thing that is also making this very urgent is that if most businesses are waiting, so they're waiting to either the end of 2019 or their thought is that they'll wait till the end of 2019. And if you do that, it's going to look like Black Friday at Best Buy. It's going to be impossible to get the systems that you need to upgrade. We're already at ASK, we're in the IT industry, obviously, working with our clients to conduct upgrades. We're already seeing shortages of hardware. There's also going to be an issue with running out of manpower. There's only so much manpower to perform these upgrades. And so the message that I want you to come away with is act now. It's really important that you identify in your environment what systems you have that will no longer be supported come next year and have a plan to replace them, upgrade them now, so that you're not one of those companies that gets stuck with either the inability to get hardware, the inability to get manpower to conduct the upgrade, and become vulnerable to cyber attack. So the thing you can do is take that inventory, consult with a qualified IT professional. If you have a company that you partner with, that you trust, that has supported you in the past, talk to them about their availability to help you perform these upgrades. Get the right licensing, replace the PCs that need to be replaced, and identify a timeline of when your server upgrade can happen. You also need to look at your line of business operating software. Not all line of business applications can support Windows 10 or an upgraded version of the server operating system. So it's really important that your IT provider work with those application providers to make sure that you're going to be supported. And if you're not, talk to them about what options you have. And that kind of planning is essential that you do that today. As I said, the more time that goes on, the less likely it is that you're going to be able to achieve this in a short period of time. As a shameless plug, if you need help and you don't have a partner, ASK would be happy to assist you. Get a hold of us at 877-ASK for ASK, 877-ASK for ASK, or send us an email at sales@justask.net, sales@justask.net, and we'd be glad to assist you with that. So I hope that explains the issue, why it's important, and what you need to do about it. Again, I can't emphasize enough that from a security perspective, this to me is one of the greatest risks that businesses face today, is leaving these systems in place too long. Thank you for listening. Have a terrific Fat Tuesday. I'm going to go see if there's any more punch keys.